Holy frick. Okay, we might be cooked.
He didn't admit that it was him until way later after hundreds of thousands of people had already seen it. I believe that Ximity has been doing all of these things.
Chat, this is frickin' Marlow. Yeah? Like, what? Yeah, that's Marlow. I'm surprised. Wait, let me. I'm recording. I am. Holy.
To efficiently erode my reputation in virtually every capacity, whether that be cheating, being someone else's account, and even stuff like theft as well. The theft allegations are especially egregious because I have so much proof that it's a lie that it's remarkable. I have multiple DMs with Jackpot MC confirming I own the assets, as well as the fact that I actually paid for them. What you're going to see is that this is completely and utterly false, and in this video it's covered by Learn, who is fully aware of the fact that I didn't perform any type of exit scam or any type of theft at all. So you might be wondering, what's next for me at this point? And my answer to that is I'm not exactly sure. I know how these
Yeah, how do you move forward from that? Like you just like went through. You just got hackusated. You got banned from your own tier list, or you just got kidnapped off the street by some weirdo named Danger Mario. I still don't know.
of situations go, and I know that even though cheating and the false identity claims are debunked, just the mere fact that I've done wrong in this situation by staging my montages
Holy,
and
yeah.
lying about my voice, people have gotten so invested in it that the things I did wrong are probably going to be viewed as a lot worse than they otherwise would have been if the situation didn't contain the amount of defamation it did. I don't blame anyone who changed their titles to call me a cheater and stuff like that, because I think a lot of the reason for that results from the fact that I never told anyone I was staging my montages and playing in low TPS. Something I want to clarify is that I never made those montages with the intention of propping myself up or making myself look better. I just wanted to make something really entertaining and fun to watch.
I will admit those were a lot of fun to watch. I loved watching the montages.
I see montages sort of like a piece of art. I'd also like to shout out Razplin for being the first person to catch on that I was staging my montages. All the way back
I mean, W Raspin. I mean, I will say it's not that big a deal, and I do like making montages, so it's okay if they're a little bit fake.
a few years ago, he realized that he was right-handed in my 2-year vanilla montage when he usually uses left hand. I've had other inconsistencies too, like the team colors in my first montage, but no one really ended up noticing those things since I actually did kill all of the players I showed. Either way, I'd like people to know that I'm sorry about all of this. All of this has been having a pretty negative effect on my state of mind, especially with all of the negative comments I've been waking up to, as well as some of the Discord messages I've received. Moving forward, I plan on limiting my exposure to these things so that I can focus on more positively on what's in front of me, and on helping the community once more. I'll probably just resume making educational YouTube content and addressing things as needed. The rest of the video will focus on debunking the allegations of cheating, corruption, and theft, and I believe that the information and technical details provided there will be enough to prove my innocence. I already recorded the audio for this video prior to this, so you'll go back to hearing my AI voice for the remainder of the video.
Bro, the stupid AI voice kind of makes me mad, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I will probably lean towards using my real voice for all my future content, since there's not much point in using AI for it anymore.
Probably
There was once a
kidnapped. I
time in
don't
my
think so.
career where I was well respected and a well-connected leader within the community who brought a lot of positivity and advancements towards the game. I'd like to go back to that and find a way to continue to help the player base.
Marlow helped the community be so much less toxic, I will say. I'm not sure if this is still like real Marlow. But like, wait, let's check my short. I just made a short reacting to this. But like, huh? Like, holy bro. Oh, nice, 140 subs. Thanks, y'all. Like, probably kidnapped. I still don't know what to think, Claire McGuffin. I still don't know what to think.
Whether that be through new projects, guides, videos, and just anything really that can improve the game's atmosphere or help other people out. Moving forward, I hope all of you can understand that I have good intentions for the community, and even though it's probably in one of the darkest states that it's ever been, I believe that things can...
Well, it is now because freaking Aximity. Dude, Aximity might be the bad guy here. Like, holy. Bro, I thought Aximity was a chill dude.
turn around, and that it can become a better operated and less toxic place overall. Okay, so I was advised by a friend of mine to show proof that I'm not an AI. So I'm here right now with Eddie and a call, and we have a few things in place for me to prove that I'm actually not a robot.
Cat, key, cake, cow, cookie, coke.
Buddy.
Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this broom and move it around in front of my face, and we'll hope I don't glitch out and just like transform into the.
How funny would that be if like somehow it like was an optical illusion and she freaking like, you know, the room did glitch and she wasn't real. I still don't know if she's real.
Background.
That's AI, bruh. That's AI.
Oh my gosh, it's AI. I'm kidding.
Oh no.
I knew it. I knew it.
Okay, I'm gonna put the broom back now.
It's crazy how they're smiling though. They're like so chill about this.
And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my phone and I'm gonna turn on the flashlight. And we're gonna see if I glitch out and the light just doesn't work on me.
Spooky Marlow.
This looks creepy. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off now, but... Okay. So now, I think it's time for the epic 1v1 versus Do Re Mi.
Oh.
So I'm gonna let you
Oh, okay. Here we go. Ooh.
hype that up.
Oh my gosh, bro! The moment everyone has been waiting for: Marlow versus Do Re.
Here, guys. I'll prove I'm not a robot. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. They're totally not robotic.
Me. Oh my god! I seen all the comments. Low tier 5 speech. Low tier 5 basic speech. Oh, let's see. Let's see how this goes.
I'm actually worried because I don't know the entire thing. Like, Do Re Mi might actually be me.
I got you.
Okay. Are you gonna type out what I gotta say so that I don't lose
think that's
this?
it.
Yeah, I
Do
see.
re mi fa sol la ti da. I think that's it.
Okay, hype me up.
Go, Marlow.
All right, Marlow, come on now. Come on. You can do this. Marlow versus Do Re Mi live. Yo, I'm stoked, bro. Bro, I'm stoked, bro. You okay, hold on.
Bro, this guy's kind of weird.
Marlow versus Do Re Mi. High tier 1 crystals.
All right.
I just want to say that's the mic I'm gonna get soon since my audio's so cooked.
Every kit player. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Do re mi la sol la ti da.
Yay!
Not bad, not bad. Wrong words though, like do re mi fa sol la ti da. I don't know if mine's right though. Let me look it up.
I can't read it.
Actually, it's do re mi fa sol la ti do. You stupid weirdo.
I can't. I can't beat it. It's too hard.
It is. It is. I found it. I found the official. Did I find it? Yeah, I did. That's it.
Oh, which one did I mess up?
Oh, I was on it. You said do re mi la fa so instead of fa so la. I think something.
Okay. You ready?
Let's get it.
Do re mi fa sol la ti do.
That voice crack there was so funny. That voice crack was genuinely hilarious.
Oh,
Okay,
oh, I kind
that's
of
good. That's valid. Voice crack is more human, in my opinion. So I think that's completely valid.
maybe, maybe it is, but I want to come out victorious at least once against
Yeah, you're a little
Doremi, because
perfectionist.
if I don't, I'll never hear the end of it.
Real.
Okay, one more time. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
That was good.
Okay, she probably could do it better than me, not even gonna lie.
That was your best one by far.
Okay, finally. I've
Locked
finally
in.
overcome the obstacle of do, re, mi. Wait,
Oh yeah,
what if
you.
you're AI?
Wait a minute.
You might be AI.
Hold on. Oh, you need a do re mi. Hold on.
Eddie
Okay.
versus do, re, mi. Who will win?
Bro, you're making me nervous. Okay, here we go. Do re mi fa sol la ti da. Boom. A different pitch in all of those. I think pretty chillin'. Pretty
You
chillin'.
beat it first try. I think
Yeah. So,
I think you have a good counterplay style against do, re, mi.
dude, I'm locked in, bro. I'm locked in, and they're just glad I didn't test for it. So, what can I say?
All right. Well, I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for helping me prove that I'm not a robot.
I got you. I got you. I hope you have more lined up. Let's see. I'm stoked for your video, bro. Real stuff. I've been stoked. I've been stoked.
Yes, me too. I'm ready to finally get this out. It's been a long last few months.
Yeah, and I imagine people are just like with the longer it's been since the accusations, I feel like they're just like losing trust every day. So it's like gotta lock in, you know. But you're sounds like you're about done. I'm stoked
Exactly.
for it. But yeah,
All right. Well, I'm going to head out now, but thanks again.
sounds good. See you on the flip. Adios.
Okay, bro. The AI voice is a bit much. Wait, let me just check my short again. 207. Okay, that's fine.
Before I proceed, I'd like to start off with a quote from a video I made in
Oh my gosh. Now that I know it's AI, I can like hear it so much more now. Right?
2024. This video, titled My Experience with the Minecraft
This video titled My Experience with the Minecraft Community. Beep, barp, beep, boop, burp, beep, zorp.
PvP community, was released in order to demonstrate the numerous ways in which I was being targeted in terms of both reputation and real-life safety. The quote reads, "I've never made a video of this scale before, but I feel that I have to. For years I've found myself in a position where I've been continually targeted to a degree that almost feels disproportionate given the size of my following. Watching this pattern of people ripping apart my social life time and time again has caused me an indescribable amount of suffering. There's so many things that I've wanted to do within the past few years that have simply been impossible due to this recurring pattern." This quote accurately represents the situation that I found myself mired in once again. For those of you who are unaware, for the past year or so I've been on the receiving end of numerous allegations. These allegations started off the back of a controversial decision I made on January 27th of last year, which was to migrate MC Tiers out of the previous network that it was a part of. While the result of this decision has largely been positive, there are many
Wait,
ways
is she back on the tier list? Nah, still. Oh, dang it, so it's gotta go back to number. Wait, let's check. Is Marvel? Rip.
in which people have weaponized it as a means to cancel me. In recent times, this is amped up to a degree so severe that every day there are multiple videos being made attempting to cancel me. What you'll soon find out is that nearly every claim being made about me is verifiably false.
I'm unlisting my videos I made. I'm just gonna do that real quick. Details. Yup. List. I'm just deleting these actually. $2.50 on my days. This is the Marlow response. You think she got banned? Yes. Well, I said she's not coming back. Oh. Okay. I mean, that's kind of fair though, right? Yeah, I don't have my second thingy set up, so. But like, yeah, it's true. I,
and serves as yet another example of the destruction that can be caused when people take information at face value. Before I go any further, I need to be clear about the magnitude of this video. This video is my line of defense against the pattern of behavior that continues to threaten the well-being of not only my personal reputation, but the Minecraft community as a whole. If people don't wake up to this pattern, the community status quo will endlessly get worse.
is Donut streaming? Wait. Another tab. YouTube video. Bruh. No. What about who else? I'm unsubscribing from this loser. Subscribe, motherfricker. Aight, bro. Who else? Motives. Is he alive? No, he's not. He's not alive.
Worse. This video will also reveal that some of the events occurring more recently have been personally motivated in ways that people didn't consider. If the majority of people remain ignorant to the pattern that enables this, it will allow anyone to exploit the community without ever being held accountable. What this video will also show you is the manner in which people are willing to leverage one's personal turmoil as a pathway to fame and fortune. You'll see the way in which people have deliberately misinformed others.
Bro, it's like 90% of these videos are just from Solus and Masonry, bro.
In an attempt to funnel all of
Masonry.
these things into personal gain.
Bookery.
Unfortunately, exploiting other people in this way has become an extremely viable strategy in the modern era, and people's lack of awareness towards it sets a dangerous precedent for everyone in this space. That being said, the main focus of this video will be addressing every major allegation currently being spread about me, and by the end of it all, you'll have the full context needed to judge these claims on your own. Something I've noticed about all of this is
I just want to say, in the beginning, I was on Marlow's side. True, Marlo's a bum for that, yeah. I just want to say I was always on Marlo's side from the beginning, but I started to, like, be all nuh-uh after Eximity uploaded, but now I'm like, wait, no. Because after Eximity uploaded that video, I heard about it from everyone else, and I'm still skeptical, but I don't know, dude. I don't know. Let me check Discord. Has anyone pinged me? Shit, I made a video. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm pinging. Oh shoot, I'm in the, am I in hashtag Minecraft?
is that it seems like people are judging the situation from two extremes, with very few people
You don't
taking a
think she's
logical
getting
middle
out of
ground.
this?
People seemingly fall into one of two camps, either blindly accepting misinformation and lies about me, or dismissing everything
Misinformation and lies
entirely and
about me.
reducing it to people being angry that a woman is a top competitor. Both of these sides avoid actually engaging with the facts, and I can't support either of them even if the second one supports me. I say all of this while not denying the possibility that my gender does probably influence why I've been targeted more than others.
Yo, what does that mean? Also, holy. I'm gonna turn that down. That way down. I might play that a little bit later.
Since, as you'll see throughout the video, there is an undeniable double standard being put in place. Regardless of any of that, though, the dismissive manner in which people have used this defense is not something that I want happening, and I hope everyone can understand that. Very few people have been willing to take a step back and look at the evidence objectively, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. On January 27th of last year, the tier list would end up splitting into two distinct networks. At the time, this decision was highly controversial because of the fact that the tier list had historically been at the helm of the modern Minecraft PvP community, and having the largest network split in two could potentially jeopardize its relevance. While this was a valid concern, I always believed that in the end, MC Tiers would end up securing itself into a stable position. This assessment was proven to be true, and within less than the span of a year, all of the newly created Discord servers ended up exceeding the previous ones by a large margin. On top of this, the staff teams were built up much stronger than before. While the migration was clearly a success, a lot of people have attempted to mischaracterize it as a decision that was made solely with the intention of employing totalitarianism over the community. For this portion of the video, I'll be having a special guest who is directly involved in this situation come on and break down just how far removed from reality the common consensus surrounding this situation actually is.
Hello everyone, my name is Learn. Most of you will know me as a network owner in the PvP Tiers network and formerly the MC Tiers network alongside Marlow and Enks. Today I will be discussing the events leading up to and surrounding the tier list split that took some of what occurred after the MC Tiers migration had begun. In preparation for the re-release of MC Tiers, Marlow was getting ready to deploy an update.
Wait, let me read chat. She's faking it? Context, please. You carry the cube? Oh, nice. On a different... Put unlimited, it helps with FPS. Yeah, but Recrap says to, like, have it at a cap, so I might just keep it capped. Learn is a paid actor. Maybe, bro. Maybe. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure at all. You know what? Let's play around. I'm gonna show y'all how hard Crystal is, like. So, like, with the high sensitivity, I'm gonna turn high sensitivity on for this. Like Marlow had. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I won with like a million DPI. Wait, okay, higher sense. Oh my gosh. It's so fast.
Bro, got more like gassed die, cause bro's about to die.
That's crazy.
Who is bro crystalling? Bro's crystalling his demons.
I am supposed to my yeah, I can't play with that. Alright, I'm turning down my sensitivity. Back to normal. Okay, back to the video, right, I reckon. Learn as a paid actor, yes, holy. But, like, I cannot play with high sensitivity. I don't know how Marlo does it. She, like, twitches her hand or something.
Updated web design that she had purchased onto mctiers.com. Enrico took notice of this and quickly messaged his developer.
I will say, the whole nuking the tier list and then somehow getting it back, I really don't like, really? Like, I don't know what to think about that. To be honest. For real, yeah, I know. But, like, also, is my audio bad? How's my audio? But, I had 4 concurrent viewers, wow. But, like, it's very strange. At least that part, in my opinion.
To intercept it and deploy the same design on our website. Doing this would cause community members to be under the...
How much would Marlo have to pay you for you to lie about her? What do you think, chat? How much would Marlo have to pay you, SwellVX? Also, I'm gonna check on this short. Holy, that's pretty good. How much would Marlo have to pay y'all? What do y'all think?
The impression that Marlo stole the design when she was actually the one who paid for it all along. The interface that both of us were using...
Really? You're broke, so any amount, probably same. It would have to be over like $500 though. Over 20. Over 20. It'll have to be over like a few hundred for me to, because I can make a few hundred very fast from like reffing hockey, which I do. But like, yeah.
Was designed during the midst of a formerly planned partnership with the server Jackpot MC. However, it's important to note that Marlo had already discussed paying for this website and its design, so that she maintained ownership of it in case the partnership was cancelled, which it ultimately was. For some reason, when Jackpot MC realized that the design was being used, they tried to claim that they owned it. This is obviously false, since as we've seen previously, Marlo received explicit confirmation from the owners that she owned that side of things, and Jackpot was now suddenly backtracking on that. Whilst Enrico had believed this at the time, he even offered the Jackpot MC staff members compensation for their work, to which they had requested $5,000 from him. Enrico would for some reason corroborate what Jackpot was saying about all of this by insinuating that it was the Marlow Classic, as if Marlo regularly goes around attempting to steal assets from other people, which you've already seen is a complete misrepresentation of everything we've covered previously, including the mctiers.com domain which Marlo legally owned. Jackpot MC would go around spreading rumors that Marlo had committed theft. So much so that I had to repeatedly question them and continuously be misled around the topic. When Marlo showed proof that she had paid for everything, Jackpot would then distort the truth by saying that she had only paid for game mode icons. Ironically, the icons being used had already been made by a friend of Marlo's and existed long before MC Tiers had any form of collaboration with Jackpot, meaning this was an obvious lie. Something important to note is that even though Marlo had paid for both a website and a design, she was only using the design and not any of the code from the website Jackpot had made. Everything Marlo used was from independent commissioners, not even Jackpot MC. During this process, Marlo didn't even bother to fight for her rights over the website, since it wasn't in use, therefore pointless, even though she owned the rights to use it regardless. Jitter would end up fully blaming Marlo for scamming him out of $15,000 which is completely out.
15K? 15K? Marlo probably spent that 15K on paid actors, not even gonna lie.
Outlandish claim. What Jittard is referencing here is the fact that during the partnership that never went through, Jittard had paid for server hosting costs that were planned to be for an MC Tiers practice server. This practice server upon initial release ended up being extremely buggy and had numerous issues that made it virtually unplayable. Over the course of Jackpot MC's planned partnership with MC Tiers, Marlo had noticed Jackpot and the staff team acting extremely unprofessionally, as well as regularly dissing other servers that they perceived themselves to be superior to. Marlo, with respect to all of the servers that had provided that they perceived themselves to be superior to. Marlo, with
NASA servers, what?
respect to all of the servers that had provided for the community over the years, did not like this conduct. In addition to this, staff members of Jackpot itself were making toxic remarks towards Marlo. Jackpot had also discussed plans to provide subscription purchases to players in hopes that many would forget to
No,
cancel, thus taking advantage of that and obtaining a recurring revenue source. Marlow, under the impression that Jackpot's primary interest in partnering with MC Tiers was based upon greed rather than concern for the community, along with the other aforementioned issues, would encourage
I know,
Enrico
right?
for months to call the
Stuff
partnership
spam
off.
caps.
Marlow would insist that cancelling the partnership was the right thing to do, however Enrico was hesitant to do so. Eventually, Marlow would make clear to Enrico that it was very inconsiderate to Jackpot MC not to inform them that we wanted to call the partnership off. This is made especially true by the fact that during this whole time frame, Jackpot had been paying server hosting costs. As a result of everything Marlow had been saying, Enrico would finally inform Jackpot that the partnership was off. Enrico's message calling the partnership off specifically cites Marlow as being the primary reason for it being called off. Jittered would end up rephrasing this entire narrative as if Marlow was the one responsible for his continued payment of server costs after the partnership was cancelled, even though it was actually Enrico who was responsible for delaying the severance of the partnership. Marlow was actually the one advocating for Enrico to be courteous to Jackpot by informing them that we planned to cancel the partnership, so that they could reevaluate their expectations and stop paying for server costs. Somehow, the community today is under the impression that Marlow is the person responsible for entering the partnership, and that Enrico is the person responsible for disbanding it, when it was actually largely the other way around. Whilst post-split of the tier list, I had engaged in much work with both Enrico and even the Jackpot staff, often contributing and agreeing with the narratives being put in front of me. It's quite interesting to note that when I began to distance myself from the operations of the tier list and from the Jackpot staff, that they would begin to harass me and insist I had to make a response video to tear Marlow down. They would also continue to comment across various YouTube videos, Discords, and to several people about the situation and being extremely toxic toward Marlow, including threats of legal action.
Oh wait, my friend doesn't believe me that Marlow uploaded. Let me turn down the brightness so my phone can capture. My phone doesn't do links, but yeah, I sent him a picture of my screen. A stupid nightbot. Yeah, well, my phone doesn't do that.
Actions which may have intimidated people who are much less familiar with the law and the specifics of this entire situation. It's important to note, this is not an isolated situation. They would also message King Default, a top Crystal PvPer at the time, to hack against Marlow in any upcoming tier test in an attempt to have her demoted from tier 1 and thus have her reputation diminished as the best player. To finish off this segment, I'd like to leave a note for myself. Marlow is an impressive creative director with a clear vision, a mission and a purpose. These qualities alongside her unmatched experience both within the game and as an administrator are what makes me confident in the future of competitive Minecraft. I wish to ensure that we preserve that at all costs. To be blunt, I've known Marlow in a professional capacity for 4 years now, working side by side with her on the MC Tiers network and at times in various game modes of the tier list for the first 3 of those years. I, more than anyone in this community, had repeated head-to-head clashes with Marlow. As a result of our incomparable experience with each other, I can unequivocally confirm there is nobody better to steer the direction for the future of this community.
I'd like to thank Learn for coming onto the video and sharing his perspective.
Coming on with the video for money, yeah. It means we're all better than Marlow. Well, if it's Danger Mario, remember, if it's Danger Mario, remember, what's his face? It means we're all better than Marlow. Well, if it's Danger, stutter. Danger was actually good at Crystal in the first place, though.
even
wasn't
despite everything that's happened between us. It takes a lot of maturity to put personal history aside in this manner, and I think his intervention also goes to show how far detached from reality people's interpretation of the migration has become.
he? You know what? We're gonna play another game of Crystal. Oh my god. There.
This leads me into another point that I need to cover. It seems as though a lot of people are under the impression that I'm solely responsible for the community not generally operating.
Wait. How many subs does Marlow have? Yeah, she only get 400k. And everything but Crystal. We win this one. That was so smooth. Thanks, bro. The goat. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're liking the video. Oh, I got a comment. Let's check the comments. Right. TY. Those are her sims. What are we doing here? I'm reading chat because I don't have anything else to read. Or I don't have anything else to read it on, but I'm watching the Marlow video where she responds to the allegation things. Yeah.
Under an ELO system. What you need to understand though is that the tier list concept was not
There's a Reddit. I love how there's. I wonder if there's a Marlow subreddit. r/Marlow. Let's see. Okay, I don't know. Since when do I have a Reddit account also?
founded by me, and the person who did found it had very limited resources at the time. Within the PvP community, I've actually been one of the biggest advocates for a rating system. Not only because of its improved accuracy, but also because its magnitude.
I just want to say matchmaking on MC tiers would be so good. What video do you make? I made a short. See. Yeah, I made a short. Wait, what video did Marlo make? No, what video do I make? It's PvP stuff usually. You know what? Okay, I will show you. I'm about to get paired up against some little chungy. And like Maze Crystal. We'll find out which one. Watch me smoke this game. Of course I missed which is magic. Wait, no. Why? How to alien charge? I don't care. You fine. See, some crappy little funky. No offense, if you're listening. I'm just trying to prove something to my stream about matchmaking being horrible on the server. Except my lag is also horrible. Hello. Like, hello? He didn't even hit that? That's like the easiest thing ever to hit. Like, holy, look at this kid. And I'm going like easy. No offense. Oh wait, he actually did a thing. By the way, Dr. Dome's gonna go crazy when he hears this. Holy, I am lagging so bad, I just want to say. No, I was lagging, but GG's. But see, like, look, crappy player versus not so crappy player. I'm HD5, he's LT6. I'm a stay Fino Streamers Pro. Can I play Crystal? 200 MS? I was actually on 200 MS. Oh. Okay, sure, I'll play one game of Crystal. See? Awful matchmaking, also I'm the good of Crystal. Streamer get better internet, like, wait till I play UHC. Yeah. What's wrong with my internet, like, what do you mean? Use crossbow? I don't really want to. Oh, I should have done that on the Elytra Racer, shouldn't I? But, like, yeah. Oh, I see it. My internet isn't that good right now. But whatever.
More accessible to the average player. This is why I made contact with the PvP Ranked project and have been assisting to improve its quality for over a year now. For those of you who don't know, PvP Ranked is a client mod and can be thought of as a similar project to Minecraft Speedrunning Ranked. It has
Wait, that's a thing? Why didn't I know this? I love that. I should get that, dude. Yeah, like, that's crazy.
match queuing, a clean interface, a full-fledged replay
I
system,
love that.
and even custom netcode to finally make cross-regional gameplay viable. Something worth knowing is that the PvP Ranked project doesn't actually plan on operating under an ELO system. While ELO is the original and most famous rating system, it's not the best one. ELO was first used in 1960, and since then the need for more accurate rating systems in competitive games has
Yeah, I
sparked
might
lots
get
of
this. I'm not
research.
even gonna
Throughout
lie.
the development of PvP Ranked, numerous professionals have been consulted.
1.1k dislikes, I just want to say, that means 1 in 28 people dislike this. Which is kind of crazy? No, that's very crazy, actually. Also, 142 subs, we're cooking.
with one of them even having designed the rating systems for multiple AAA games. As of now, the project has decided on using OpenSkill, which is an open-sourced alternative to Microsoft's TrueSkill. I personally believe that PvP Ranked has the potential to revolutionize how Minecraft is played competitively, and I find it upsetting how people have spread rumors that overshadow this. It seems like people are under the impression that all of the ranks I've earned are specifically enabled by the current testing system, and that I wouldn't otherwise have a chance. So for all of those people, I have something that I want to show you. What you're seeing on screen right now is a rough distribution of top-ranked players in SMP according to ELO. In the entire lifespan of SMP being added to the tier list in January of 2023, no one has ever come close to passing my rating. The second highest ranked player of all time is approximately 200 ELO below me. In other words, the current lead I have over the second ranked player's peak is the same as the lead the second ranked player has over the 25th ranked player. If you run the same simulation on other game modes than SMP, you'll get similar results to what you'd expect. In vanilla, for example, despite me being retired, I still have almost a 200 ELO lead on the current high tier 1. There's simply no strong argument that suggests that my success is only caused by the system. And going off what we've seen, a rating system would actually further secure my lead rather than detract from it. Pretty much all of my competitive results from 2022 and onwards are public, so people can still look into it if they have doubts. Everything you've seen up until this point of the video so far sets the stage for the current atmosphere you might have seen on social media lately. Currently, I'm being cancelled for...
Oh wait, I do want to look up this one thing that you guys should really watch. After this. Oh wait, this is him right here. Furious Guy 11. He worked for 6 months on this video, guys, so please watch it. Please. He really worked hard on this. Just watch that. Yeah, she's not part of the tiers anymore. But please do me a solid and watch my friend Furious's video, bro. Thanks.
Allegedly hacking,
Masonry, Soulless, Masonry. Holy bro.
Many people claim was the sole intended purpose of the tier list splitting. Now that we've debunked that myth, though, it's time to go over everything else that's being spread currently. What you're going to start to realize as I get into this section is just how effective these types of scenarios can be when it comes to increasing one's reputation.
That's crazy. Wait, what?
Is just how effective these types of scenarios can be when it comes to...
Holy, bro. Dang. I will say, Xfinity might get cooked subscriber-wise after this.
increasing one's reputation. You'll also see the manner in which creating and feeding into controversy can be leveraged for massive personal gain. Both of these things inevitably lead to a large disconnect between public consensus and reality, since most people's exposure to these topics unfortunately happens to come from people who have no regard for anything except leeching off of someone's popularity. One of the most egregious examples of this is the fact that the public consensus...
A good way to... Bro got called out, yeah. I want to say a good way to start, is to grow bigger on YouTube is to, not milk smaller creators, but they're larger creators, but like a little bit, just like, you know, like, it helps to have them in your thumbnails. So it's not necessarily wrong, but the people that are doing this in Marlow's case are doing it in a bad way.
This regarding me being investigated as a top player is that I never have been at all, when in reality I'm probably the most investigated player in tier list history. I've had my computer searched 10 different times through screen shares, including...
For real, like, I mean, can we trust that though? Can we actually trust that?
During tournaments and competitive matches. I've even had to play out full competitive matches during the process of some of these screen shares. It's worth noting that nearly all of these screen shares were conducted uninspected.
Really? Is that right? Is that really right? Because I thought Marlow had never screen shared, like, ever. When did this happen? See, it's real me. Oh, that should be fun. They got its out. Oh my gosh, poor its. I want to look up its. Alright. I'm surprised he didn't delete this, but that's pretty good. How does he make $267 without having posted in 2 years? That's crazy.
This is Marlow.
Like, he does. He sounds like he's at gunpoint. Also, holy, that's gone up in views quite a bit, hasn't it? Like, he definitely was held at gunpoint for that. Probably held it. We'll see how he sounds in this. Rose on to something. Yeah.
Effectively, and many were conducted by highly
Bro, imagine I just solve all of this myself. How funny would that be?
knowledgeable experts in digital forensics. All of this can be confirmed by people who were in administration positions at the time.
Thanks.
Hey
Oh, wait,
guys,
you bet
I'm
it
It's Real Me. I've been in the community since 2020 and started
Okay, you still sound held at gunpoint. Because I want to look up It's Real Me singing. He sounds so joyous in these.
Wait, I have a plan. If I put this full, I put my computer volume low, so you get. Oh.
Alright, listen to that. Now listen to him now.
Playing slightly before Marlow. Since we both started out in the vanilla. Oh. Community. I've been around.
Like, are you guys hearing this? Like, are we for real? Your ears have been blessed with It's Real Me singing. That's true. He sounds depressed in this, but he sounds fine in this. Like,
And they come unstuck. Later, running down to the riptide. Down for essentially every situation involving.
like, are we serious? Bro, poor It's, he sounds hella depressed, bro. No, poor It's.
Her. I have heard all the accusations thrown at her throughout the past 5 years, and I've seen all the facts firsthand.
Or he's just handling this, like, really professionally. I don't know. Someone get him, bro. Yeah.
Marla started being accused of hacking back in 2020 due to her quick mastery of respawn anchors, which, back then, were only used by a few players.
Didn't she, like, invent, like, really anchoring? Like, here. I don't know. That was not really good.
In 2021, these allegations increased after another player
Yeah.
attempted to frame her with a spoofing exploit that was present within the popular client known as Meteor. This spoofing exploit was used in order to get multiple players, including Marlow, falsely banned on a vanilla survival server. She has been constantly accused ever since then, and now these accusations have come back again at full force. People claim that she has never been properly investigated since she runs the tier list, and this could not be farther from the truth. She has been screenshotted a total of 10 times throughout the past 5 years, including from times before and during when she was a tier list staff member. Nearly all of these screenshots were conducted with her having no prior knowledge of them. Many of them also happened after winning tournaments. Most notably, however, some of these sudden investigations required Marlow to stream her full
Why
competitive.
wasn't she streaming during tournaments? I'm not gonna lie. So she admits to use tech? I don't think she did, no.
Tier tests, which, in every single instance of doing so, she won with a flawless score. The relentless disbelief in Marlow's skill level has, unfortunately, been detrimental in some cases.
Detrimental.
While she was a network owner alongside Anks and Learn, taken away to the dark side, I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're... The other two tier list owners arranged for her to be screen shared during a
So what's stopping her now? I don't know.
UHC test by a screen sharer named 9250. 9250 asked her to send her AnyDesk code in a group chat which had him, Marlow, and other UHC tier list staff. Unbeknownst to anyone, one of the UHC staff members' Discord accounts was compromised at the time and was used to see Marlow's AnyDesk code. The person who stole the AnyDesk code impersonated the screen sharer and requested to connect to her computer. Marlow, who thought that 9250 was sending the connection request, accepted. Then
Bro's
the
reminding
impersonator
us.
ran malware on her computer, which resulted in her computer blue screening. I remember that day very clearly. I was on the bus coming home from school when I heard that Marlow got ratted. We were really
I gotta be right back, chat. I am back.
worried and we had no idea what happened. She changed all her account passwords from her phone and she had to
For real.
disconnect her PC from her Wi-Fi and later fully reset it. Once I got home from the bus, we first questioned 9250 because we thought that he was involved, but he was just as clueless as the rest of us, and he was not involved in actually running the malware. Eventually, it was discovered that another staff member who was compromised had their account used in order to steal the AnyDesk code. I recognized the exact same file that was run on Marlow's computer having been used to run malware on another community member just a couple of weeks prior. During all of this, Marlow received countless threats to her life, household, and family from the people responsible for perpetrating the malware. The whole process of household
Wait,
and
what?
family
Really? Wow.
from the people responsible for perpetrating the malware. The whole process of ensuring the safety of
Okay.
Marlow, her accounts, and personal information took 2 days and was very scary and nerve-wracking for me, and even more so for Marlow. She has been screen shared by tons of different people throughout her time in the community. Many of these people dislike her and have acted maliciously to her, and they would have no reason to lie if they had found any cheats. Yet, no such person has come forward because the truth is simple. She does not hack. There has never been another person in the community who has been accused or investigated as much as she has. I have only been screen shared twice, and Swite has been screen shared less times than her, despite being previously caught in screen share with a ghost client. Out of every player, she has
Okay, so we're calling out Swite now, We're just directing the blame somewhere else. Like, really? Come on, bro. Come on. Threats is a bit much for Minecraft. Holy. Yeah, I know, right? Like, this is like so stupid, bro. Just play the stupid block game. It's not that hard. It's the fun little block game, bro. Not my goat. I know, right? Like, we're calling out Swite instead of... Like, we're just like diversion tactics now, right? It's time for a PvP break. I'm gonna play... What game should I play, chat? What game mode?
has done the most to prove she's legit. Yet, despite this, people have repeatedly misinformed others by saying that she has never been investigated at all. Many clips going around that accuse her of cheating include clips of her hitting her opponents while not looking at them. Every single one of these clips can be explained by Minecraft's inbuilt interpolation delay, where on her screen, her opponent is on one side, but on her opponent's screen, they are in the other. This is extremely common in Minecraft to the point that none of these clips arise even a little bit of suspicion from me, and they are typically posted by people with
Ah, shoot. Pot. Oh no, I'm really bad at this. Oh wait, I already get potted. I'm so dumb. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not playing that again. Thanks for the recommendation, though. All I know that your goat. That man's a sweat, maybe. Maybe he is. All I know is that your goat, do re mi fa sol la ti do, solos marlow, probably.
With very little game knowledge. From my years of experience in the game, hits like this have happened to me thousands of times from dozens of different players, and they are very normal, especially in kits with fast movement.
That is true. That is actually very true. The lag does affect how you get hit a lot. So don't worry. Dang. Thanks for helping my viewer, guys. W. Holy! Hour two.
All in all, Marlow has been accused more than anyone else, has been investigated more than anyone else, and yet, it seems like people are just simply not aware of these facts. Every clip accusing her of cheating is unconvincing and fails to prove.
I might rename this. There, let's try that. See if that gets some good views. That's what, fair point, yeah. Hey, 143. Yo, we might hit like 150 on this stream, dude. Holy.
Any sort of hacks. People have seemingly embraced the mindset of guilty until proven innocent and layered countless untrue and unsubstantiated claims on top of it all, leaving hardly even a semblance.
I want to say the either them saying all this stuff about Ximity is like, what do you call it? Like a distractor thing, a wild goose chase, like they did with Swipe, I think. But like, bruh, if Ximity actually did that stuff, that's awful, bruh.
Of truth left in the end.
Okay, wait, oops. Oh wait, she just gained 1k subs.
And
What all of this tells you is that there is a massive chasm between what drama YouTubers want you to believe about what happened versus what actually did happen. Not only are they able to personally benefit by leveraging someone else's reputation, but they are also able to endlessly repeat this process by feeding into it with their own narratives. To show you an example of this, on January 11th, someone named Hatflaw would upload a video titled "Retired Minecraft Veteran Reacts to the Marlow Allegations." This video would unexpectedly gain traction, which would lead to the same person creating several more posts as well as live streams about me spanning across hours. Here are some snippets from those streams.
Why are you trying to be on his bad side?
As you can see,
I want some, I want to
right?
create a, conflict, right? We get like a split, so we get the people who don't like Marlow, we get the people who do like Marlow, and then we get like a side of the community I could build, from the ground up, of like their opinions with Marlow, and then we have like, a split thing where it's like, okay, people want to hear my opinion and takes about the new Marlow situation while Marlow keeps going. It's kind of a loop I can, milk out for a bit if I was going to be a little bit honest. But I'm also enjoying this.
Singing that song, yeah. I got a lump in my throat, cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
Right? I didn't even plan to be a content creator, but out of the blue, one of my videos exploded because I recorded it at like 6 in the morning. I woke up, oh, what do you know, 500 comments, 1,000 comments. It was ridiculous because, like, I genuinely thought that video wasn't going to get any views. I didn't work on the thumbnail, fabricate the evidence. I mean, that could work for the views if you're just wanting to make the money, chat.
RL.
I mean, really, if you fake evidence,
it was very
people are forced to.
Marlow is a predator video, dude. Oh, that'd go crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's like not good enough. You got to go a little stronger than that.
Undeniable proof Marlow's a dude or something, bro.
No, you need proof that Marlow's a dude that creates. Well, actually, I heard a rumor, right? I'm not saying where I heard this rumor from, but like as I was talking to people in the community, somebody may or may not have told me that Marlow is a dude, not just a dude, but like he has this whole woman persona. At first, it was just like a joke to get big. Then he realized like he has like a lot of young girls that look up to him. So because of that, he can form relationships with these girls under the gauge or guise of being a woman and being like a mentor, meaning he could literally be preying on these little girls. That's what somebody told me. I don't know if it's true or not, but like somebody told me.
Oh yeah, no. Someone also told me that Marlow has been claiming to be the age of 15 for like multiple years, which is just really weird behavior. Because why would you lie about your age out of all things?
Wait, that makes sense then. That's why he was preying on those little girls, right? If he's lying about his age, then he can like more so be like, that's why I'm talking to these little girls. Oh my god, dude, the two sources that told us are like geniuses. It's like all
and then what do you know? Pretends to be a female. What do child predators do? Pretend to be females to be friends with the females, and they're like, oh, I'm actually a dude.
Yeah. He doesn't even have to like meet up with them and sleep with them, sleep with the little girls. Just the guy, just Marlow, just having these relationships with them is enough for him to like feel innerly like fulfilled, because from the dopamine he gets from talking to these little girls, like the novelty of the situation is enough for him. Which is like, I feel like that's super fucked up, hypothetically.
Yeah. It's very weird behavior from like any perspective. Even if this shit doesn't come out to be true, like it's really hard not to like, jump to these conclusions. It's like,
I mean, what do you hope that Marlow does now, like in the next month? What is your hope?
I hope they release that well-documented proof I'm not cheating video, so I can make a video on it or a live stream, and I could react to it on stream, and I could get people to give their opinions on.
So these are fake, right? Yeah. Ball Rubber. Where's Jettison's comment? Wait, Ferrex commented. Damn. Oh, the Bed Wars guy. That's funny. Let's get to weird.
On it, and then eventually this shit gets put to rest. And
so your hope is to profit off Marlow.
Not just profit, but also influence.
Alright, let's do some crystal. See, the matchmaking is awful. I'm cooking these children.
influence a bit of the community to like go to Mimin Club, and you know, because that's really just that's really the way you get around it. It's like, why go on
Mimin Club is
why go on
corrupt
this?
as well.
I mean, yeah, it could be an option.
What you can see is that these types of people have no remorse whatsoever for the fact that they're circulating baseless rumors at someone else's expense. For instance, insinuating that I've been lying about my
The
age by
merging
claiming to be
files is crazy.
15 for multiple years is ludicrous because I wasn't even in this community until I was already 16. I'm now 21 and have never once lied about my age. Furthermore,
Really? She's 21 now. Dang. I thought she was like 17 or 18 now. Yeah. Streamer 1v1, sure. My IGN is Gas Guy YT. Send me a duel. But that's it. Only one duel. Yeah, I'll do the streamer 1v1. You have 1 minute to send me a duel request though. Alright. Let me finish eating. What's my stream delay? I don't know. What is my stream delay? No, chat view. Put in chat once you want to duel me.
circulating rumors that imply my entire existence as a person revolves around lying to people in order to be a sexual predator is very clearly destructive. You might have noticed during one of the live streams I showed that people are wanting to leverage this situation in order to influence players to migrate to the PvP server known as Mimin Club. In a very similar manner to how the general public has been led to believe that I've never been investigated for cheating, they've also been led to believe that the largest Minecraft duel server, PvP Club, is owned by me. This completely false claim has been used in order to defraud me by suggesting that I bypass the anti-cheat and give myself items in order to perform better. People lying about this has negatively impacted the reputation of the server, and has led to campaigns attempting to boycott it and take away its player base. All of this happens at the expense of the actual server owner, who is an international student that programs and maintains the entire server all by himself. It seems like people have zero
I will say, Jai Guy seems like a genuine good guy. Or like a chill dude. No.
regard for the fact that their tendency to lie in order to siphon views can actually end up affecting completely different people than their intended target. What all of this shows you is that situations like these don't only distort the truth, but also have the tendency to fully reshape how a community behaves during the process. Unfortunately, everything I've covered up until this point is just the tip of the iceberg, as there are in fact many more false claims like these being made about me. The next one I'll be going over is the claim that I've been confirmed to be using a hack client known as Prestige. Prestige is a Minecraft ghost client intended to evade anti-cheats and appear legitimately in the eyes of other players. What makes the claim that I've been using this client appear credible is the fact that the claim is actually being made by the company itself. What people fail to
That's kind of weird. Dr. Donna falling in love with Marlow again when she face reveals. That's true. That might happen. I don't know. That'd be wild though. Also, if you have voice chat, the stream delay won't like be a big deal. Wait, I have a notification on YouTube. Does that mean? Ooh, Donut's live.
Admit to using my real voice, it would convince them that that's what I was already doing, since I had already been lying about using an AI voice. Using the AI
I don't think you can't like make a live video call that's AI that actually looks good. Can you?
voice for the video call wasn't an option either, since
Like
using
a full body like transformation, like going from a man to a girl that looks this realistic. I don't think you can right now.
live has a delay of around 300 ms.
You can? Okay.
Which would be very obviously desynchronized. My only option was to keep lying about my voice until I could meet them in person so that I could prove I'm an actual human being. The issue is that I kept trying to arrange a meetup with the other staff members, but almost everyone rejected it. I also wasn't allowed to meet up with my friend Rai Rai because the other staff thought he was suspicious. Part of what frustrated me about the whole situation was that I was being told that an in-person meetup was insufficient for proving that I'm not a man, because apparently a man could just transition their gender.
No, bro. I think anyone.
Sure. Also, my name is Gas Guy. Don't call me streamer. My IGN's in chat. Bro, you gonna duel me? You got 1 minute to duel me. Do you think YouTube would have banned Marlow? Or should have banned Marlow? Okay, dude. How do? You do slash duel. Gas Guy YT. Oh my gosh, why did this have to resort to feminism? Yeah. That is kind of... Yeah, just do slash duel Gas Guy YT and then enter, and then you click what kit you want to do. Yeah. FD10? I'll play like maybe 5. I'm not playing all the time. There. You gonna cook me? Like 2 more. I'm not that good actually, don't worry. Oh, it's your first day? Okay, you're not doing that bad then. Alright. I'll do 5. Best of 5. So if I win this one, it's over. Okay. Whoever wins this one wins it all. Alright, GG, bro. Thanks for playing. Your first day? Yeah, that's fine. You did a good job, bro. Ooh, we're getting views.
Realize, however, is that this is actually
I felt like it was acceptable to lie about since it wasn't someone else's voice. I also felt like admitting to using an AI voice would cause people to doubt that I'm an actual person and believe some of the crazy rumors people spread about me. In retrospect, my decision to lie about this wasn't a good idea, since it's actually provided people with a logical reasoning to believe all of the rumors being spread about me. I'm genuinely sorry for all of this, but I just happen to be someone that prefers to keep themselves more private, and so a lot of my behavior comes from that.
This just sounds like an excuse. Like, I don't think it even makes sense for her to, like, this reasoning is so much less likely than it is for all the Danger Mario accusations to be true. It just doesn't make sense.
Really do
Like,
hate.
there's no. This is just not Marlow. This girl
Yeah.
is not the best PvPer in the world. This girl cannot like do safe anchors 10 times better than everybody else. This girl cannot hit 100% of the stuns perfectly. This is just not. There's no way. This is not Marlow, bro. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Information.
Reveal for this video, but
Dang, bro, why is my thing cooked? GG. You did a good job, bro.
so that I can pace them with the music and include enough variety to give them replay value. I think if I had been honest about this from the beginning, that it wouldn't have been too big of a deal. But at this point, it's been something I've kept secret for years. And
By the way, wait, hold on. There's a huge point here. Her faking her montage is really bad. Because there have been people like Rasplin, for example. I don't know if you guys know who Rasplin. He was like the second biggest Crystal PvP YouTuber in like 2021, and he said he got clipped like crazy in one of her montages, and he said like publicly, that was not me. He said like, I did not get clipped. And then Marlow made Rasplin publicly seem like a horrible person. She said like he was super dishonest and publicly denounced Rasplin just for saying that like, oh, that wasn't me in the montage. So she made people look horrible and just lied just for her own benefit.
even after the
That's pretty messed up. But yeah,
cheating
and then there's also been times like I heard that Enzo I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he was like a tier 2 Crystal PvPer. He made a fake montage one time where he just nicked people to different names, and I think he faked clips on Marlow. And he basically got in big trouble with the tier list staff. He used to be a tier list staff. Enzo got in huge trouble with the tier list staff because he faked names in his montage, and I think he almost got demoted because of it. But Marlow faked the entire montage, faked names, and faked the gameplay. Like, it was in slow motion. So why is Marlow not in big trouble, and why was Marlow trying to get these other people in trouble and hating on these people? It's just, yeah, it's such a double standard, so super hypocritical, and just, that doesn't make sense, bro. Like, every single little thing is just slowly adding up to make it make way more sense that Danger Mario exists. Like, and that Marlow's not real. Like, what, like, every single, so first off, the face reveal, she had to change her voice because this is not Danger Mario. Like, and it makes way more sense that Danger Mario had to hire an actor instead of Jude Law here. Danger Mario had to hire an actor instead of just talking himself in the video, because it just makes more sense that that's the case. No?
Investigations on me. I'm actually under the impression that even if my montages weren't staged, that the evidence being used against me still wouldn't serve as proper proof of hacks, which is why I never brought it up. But in retrospect, I understand that it gets to a point where even if it's not completely definitive, people can't be blamed for thinking that it's more likely that I'm hacking than not. In my 2 years...
Yeah, there's such a... Like, no one has ever been as good at PvP as Marlow. Like, it's just so rare for that to be the case. And then also, I hate that this is like, that this might sound like sexist or whatever, but there's never been in Minecraft PvP, and I'm assuming this is the case for other games too, there's never been a case where like a girl PvPer has been like number 1 or number 2 or number 3 or top 10 or top 50 or top 100. It's never really been a case, which sucks. So the fact that she's number 1 already in every game mode already is super, super rare. Her being number 1 in just Crystal PvP is super, super rare. Her anchoring at that speed is super, super rare. But then you also include the fact that she's a girl. That's horrible to say, but it just makes it so, so much more rare. And if she's a biological girl, I don't know, it just makes it, like, the chances of that is just so, so rare. No? That's horrible. I know that's horrible to say, but like, that's just the case. That's just true. There's no biological female PvPer in Minecraft, at least, that is number.
Alright, let's get back to watching it ourselves.
Actually a marketing scheme. By publicly outing me for using their hack client, they can leverage the newfound publicity to suggest that anyone who purchases the client will be capable of performing at my skill level. A lot of people in my situation here would be screwed, but I fortunately happen to have evidence to support my case. Last year, I had been put in contact with the owner of Prestige in order to investigate a top player that had been cheating. During some of our conversations, he offered to pay me to publicly admit that I had been using Prestige client. He asked me this twice, and both times I had rejected him. This offer alone should show you that clients like these are completely willing to pounce on the opportunity to cancel top players if it benefits their company. While this specific scenario was clearly intended for financial gain, there's another way in which people have been able to profit off of my misfortune. People seem to think that most of the popular exposed videos being uploaded against me right now are merely intended to educate the public, but it actually goes much deeper than that. Currently, there are 3 main videos being used as evidence against me. It just so happens to be, however, that all 3 of these people are currently banned from MC tiers. I'll be explaining why exactly this matters later on, but for now I want to cover the main video that kickstarted this situation's popularity. This video by Critical1Y, titled The Art of Deception, Marlow, depicts my Minecraft skin as an evil overlord puppeteering the competitive community. Let's watch the video and address some of the points being made.
This is how you become the best player at Minecraft PvP in the whole world. First, you grind every day and sometimes even skip essential tasks like eating or getting enough exercise. During this time, you fight the best players you can find, you message good players to fight or play some known servers to practice. And when that's not enough, you throw it all away. You make your own tier list, you own the testing server, and force everyone to test on that server, and suddenly you're tier 1 in everything. Sound familiar? Well, this is a story of how Marlow deceived the entire Minecraft community as Minecraft's biggest closet cheater.
You've already seen more than enough reasons as for why the split was necessary, but there's something else that I want to point out. Before the tier list migrated, I had actually already obtained tier 1 in 5 out of the 7 game modes. This was already the most tier 1 rank that anyone achieved, and it was clear that my progress wasn't slowing down. In this crucial moment, Critical leaves this extremely relevant detail out and presents his hook as if I was a struggling player that couldn't rank up no matter how hard I tried to. While this in itself is deceptive, you might have also noticed that Critical is the one responsible for perpetrating the widespread lie that I'm the owner of PvP Club. The fact that all of this happens at the very start of the video probably already tells you what's in store for the rest of it.
Each kit is like a whole different game, with different mechanics, clicking styles, movement, and keybinds, which is why most—
Right, we're playing Game of Mace now. Bruh. Holy, I'm lagging so bad. Sorry, I was just like lagging bad.
most top players specialize in a specific game mode instead of dominating everything at once. However, you might see some players who are high tier 1 at UHC be above high tier 2 in SMP as they have the same core skills. Regardless, progression is usually slow. Now that you understand that there are different kits, we need to talk about keybinds. In Minecraft, there are 9 slots that you need to be able to hotkey to in order to use your different items.
We're raiding Donut again, chat.
Marlow like convinced him to just quit or manipulated him into quitting, I guess, which is crazy. By the way, Default being blacklisted and restricted, that was also a part of Marlow's plan. Default could have been the best Crystal PvPer, but he was banned from the community for over a year because Marlow like was in charge of everything and just kicked him out. Marlow put fake screenshots of King Default in her old video to try to like cancel him and get him out of the community. Like she used her connections to get him like blacklisted on PvP Legacy and like blacklisted from every server. He would have been gone if it wasn't for me trying to push back and get him unbanned.
I feel like when you view someone through a negative lens, it becomes very easy to come up with negative explanations for why certain things were said or done.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not the only one that's doing this, or that is realizing that. Like, so many people have the same experience where if you were kind of against Marlow, you were like biasly removed from the community.
But a lot of the things that you said here just weren't my intention at all. For example, when you mentioned that I advised you to stop streaming, this was in reference to your vanilla tier 2 attempts, because you've been trying for years to get tier 2, and I sincerely wanted you to achieve that goal, which is why I helped you and gave you advice a lot of the time. The reason why I recommended you not to stream your tier 2 test is because I believe a big part of streaming is entertaining your audience, and I knew that your interest in doing that would detract from your competitive performance.
No, it wasn't just because of the PvP. No, it was because like it was because the day I crashed out. It was because she was like, like it's bad for me to like crash out on stream, and to avoid that, she said like maybe I should stop streaming. It was not because she wanted me to perform better in my tier list tests. That's not true.
And I think you could.
You lied, bro. What did I lie about? I didn't lie about anything. That's not a lie at all. You're a liar. How am I a liar? No, I'm gonna go back in DMs and see when she told me to quit, because it wasn't for me to get better at PvP. Well, let me look right now. How am I wait, I don't understand. Why are you guys even calling me a liar? How am I a liar at all? What do I look up to try to find that DM? What makes me a liar? She didn't just say like maybe you shouldn't stream your T-test. She said maybe you should like quit streaming. How do I find the DM? Why is she looking to the left like that all the time? I don't know. I mean, an explanation could be that she's just nervous or reading a script or something. Hold on. Quit streaming? Quit? I'm trying to find that DM, bro. It was not just for me to stop PvP. I mean, it was not just to get me to improve at PvP. How? Okay, wait. Hold on. Why are you guys calling me a liar? Nobody's even explaining. How am I a liar? What? How am I a liar at all? Is it because I've read Load of C's message where he called me a liar? How am I a liar? Are you all just trolling me? Yo, I want to find that DM, bro. I don't know when that was. I don't know how I'm going to find it. Me and Marlo have like thousands of messages. Yo, guys, what was the date of that Mikey's tier test? Anybody know what that date was? Okay, March 22nd. Are y'all just making up random dates? April 2nd, 2024. Date after. It was 2024? What was the actual date? What was the actual date? Don't just type random dates. I don't want to waste time. But I want to show that was not her intention. Her intention was not to get me to be better at PvP. She didn't just tell me to stop streaming my tier test. She told me to just stop streaming altogether. September 11th, 2001. Yo, bro. Wait, if you actually wait, Speedy, I saw you just DM me, but I'm about to close out of this menu. Can you type it in chat when the date was? I don't know, bro. Okay, Zazing, you actually have the real date. 9/27/2024. What month is 9? November? No. September 2024. Okay, let me see. Oh, my mic's muted. Yo. What's going on? Yep, tier 2 test. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's not even something that we're... Okay, she said... This is what she said. This is what she said. It had nothing to do with trying for me to stream my tier tests on stream. It had to do with how I was acting on stream.
You're the only one here.
Thanks for it.
I think you should... Wait, I think you should think about focusing on making some content for now instead of streaming as frequently. I think you're getting too complacent with acting out on your streams and towards your viewers. So she lied. It had nothing to do with her trying to get me better at PvP. It had to do with the fact that she thinks that I'm acting like bad on stream. So that was a complete lie in her video. But I guess we're just gonna move on and forget about that. And apparently I'm a liar? No, bro. I just showed you guys proof. No? Not gonna lie, she's right. Doesn't matter if she's right. She lied in the video.
It's because Sincerely wanted tier 2 attempts.
Let's watch it again. Now that you know that this is a lie, let's see what she said.
You've been trying for years to get tier 2, and I sincerely wanted you to achieve that goal, which is why I helped you and gave you advice a lot of the time. The reason why I recommended you not to stream your tier 2 test is because I believe a big part of streaming is...
Yeah, it was not just... Yeah, she's talking about the reason she wanted me to stop streaming was just for the tier 2 tests. It was not just because of that.
Entertaining your audience, and I knew that your interest in doing that would detract from your competitive performance.
It had nothing... her telling me not to stream had nothing to do with competitive performance.
And
like, maybe there were times where she said maybe I shouldn't stream because of that, but that's not what I was talking about.
You could genuinely
and she definitely knows that too.
Do it if you approached it with the right mindset and focus. It's also much harder to learn and take in information if a large part of your mind is occupied by...
Complete cap! You would prefer not to be number 1.
What'd I say? I said I hadn't seen the trailer yet.
This is some random actor, bro.
Goals, and my messages to people like it's real me, you'd understand that it was genuinely never my goal to be number 1, and it still isn't.
Bro.
That doesn't make sense. So she just is playing for fun and just happens to be number 1? That's just impossible.
Going up against myself with my own goal, and I just happened to get number 1 because no one else had achieved that goal yet. I wish It's Real Me had never quit, and I wish he would have kept going further so that I didn't have to be number 1, but he did quit, and now I'm number 1, so the situation is what it is. Now for the last thing regarding King Default's punishments being issued maliciously, I feel like you're not exactly taking into account what happened.
I'm taking into account that you knew that these screenshots were probably not real, and I explained to you why the King Default screenshots were not real, and you didn't care, and you still put them in your video and publicly like made him seem like a horrible person, but the screenshots were just completely fake.
He's had multiple competitive offensive like boosting and account sharing, and he said a lot of threatening things regarding...
Oh my god! This is fake! Why is she still putting this in the video? These are screenshots from somebody who disliked King Default. This is just these are completely fake screenshots. Zero proof that these are real. No Discord login. Nothing, bro. This is fake. This is insane that she's still trying to cancel Default. That's insane. This is why am I even saying she, bro? This is not Marlow.
As well as stuff like leaking information about where I live.
These could be real screenshots, but the other ones are definitely not fake. Default like doesn't curse ever, so those screenshots are just guaranteed fake.
I'm not saying that in the sense that we have a poor relationship anymore, but what I'm trying to say is that if you're looking at things from an objective point of view, those punishments were valid.
I don't think so. No, I don't think
As
so.
you know,
they were also unfair. She blacklisted or she restricted Default for a year for boosting when people usually only get restricted for way less time.
Oh, I also...
And also the boosting was like very minor. It was like he played an alt account once, and then he also... I don't even know, something else very small that people get unbanned instantly for, but because of those fake screenshots, she kept him like banned from the community for so long.
His offenses against...
And why are y'all saying call Marlow? Marlow's not going to answer the call. I would call with Marlow, but there's no way she answers.
To get him unblacklisted.
There's no way Marlow gets the actor to answer.
Almost immediately after, because I didn't want to hurt his career, even though he had already hurt mine extensively.
He was telling the truth. Just letting you know, he was telling the truth. So you're just trying to like, I don't know, get fans and make it seem like we're against you. We're definitely not. Well, now we are. Now that we know it's all fake, but before we knew you were a cheater, nobody was before we knew you were a cheater, and before we knew when you were real, we thought you were cool, but we realized you were completely fake, and that you're like using people for and like using them for your own advantage. I don't even know. She's just using people.
This here today because I think that out of mostly anyone, the two of us have played an important role in getting the community to where it is today.
All right, I'm gonna call Marlow, but she's just not gonna answer, bro. I'm gonna DM and say, do you want to call? Do you want to call? He's not gonna answer, bro, because she has to schedule the call with an actor. The actor has to hop on Discord. The actor has to get a second call on his headphones to get coached during the call. It's just not gonna happen.
And I've come to realize more and more that the tension between us is something bad for everyone. I want you to know that I'm sorry we were never able to be on the same page, and I think it is largely stems from the way that in which I'm a bit of an introverted person, and you seem to be the opposite of that, so we never really meshed well together in comparison to how you mesh with other people who make more public appearances.
She's just trying to like get a fan, bro. Or I mean, she's trying to get fans from this. Like, what in the world is this?
I respect the way in which you have tried to help other people grow their channels and reputations. It's something I've tried to do as well, and I think it's just generally a good thing to do for the community and players in it. I think what started the tension we felt.
Yo, guys, can you? Does this look like a wig to you guys? Like I don't know. To me this looks like a wig. Can you guys? Doesn't that look like a wig? Why would? Is the reason it? Bro, here's why she's wearing a wig. It's because in the hand cam video, this girl didn't have the same hair as in the hand cam video, so she had to put on the hand cam video wig. Hold on, wait. Let's go to that video. Does this look like the same person? Like this person's, I don't know, bro. This person's body looks way bigger than this person's body. We need to see her hand. Did she show her hand the whole time or at all during the video? Because we need to see if it's big or not. That's what we need to see. But yeah, it definitely looks like a wig. Like, it looks like the same wig here. I don't know.
Is the way in which
she didn't show her hands any? Bro, show your hands in hand cam. Wait. If she didn't show her hands, does that mean she didn't even hand cam? She didn't even show her PvPing in the video? Bro, that would be instant proof that she's not fake. Why would she not put that in the video? Why would she not hand cam? With a face cam as well. What? Why would she not do that? She literally said the main point of this video was for her to debunk the cheating and that the Danger Mario stuff was like a side mission. She didn't hand cam? She didn't show her hands. Also, no crystal PvP with hand cam. What? Yo, I don't understand how any of you guys can think that Marlow is... I don't understand how you guys can think that this is Marlow. Bro, are you guys stupid? The easiest thing she could do is hand cam her playing crystal PvP or playing sword PvP. I will promise you that this girl is trash at PvP. She probably doesn't know how to do anything. I mean, maybe she could start training and get like... This girl's not even going to be tier 3 level in any game mode. I guarantee you that right now. Wait. Dear this girl, or dear Marlow, if this is Marlow, if this is you, do you want to 1v1 me in real life? I mean, you requested to meet up with people in real life. So you said you really want to meet up with people. Why don't me and you meet up and we 1v1? I'm going to get smoked in every game mode, right? How about this? I'll fly anywhere you want me to. You don't even have to go anywhere. I'll go to your hotel. I'll buy the computers. I'll do everything. Let's 1v1. You know what? I'll give you money. If you can beat me in any game, if this girl can beat me in any game mode, live streamed, then I will give you $25,000. You don't have to put anything on the line. If that's a deal, then let's do it. Let's do it. You're going to cook me in every game mode because Marlow's the best PvPer, right? Let's set up new PCs. Let's do it. $25,000 to your pocket if you do this. Why would you not? I promise you, this girl's not gonna do it. It's just the fight's never gonna happen. I'll fly to you tomorrow and do this. Let's do it. No? Chill your beans. Yo, I'm so confident that this is not Marlow. The voice changed. It's just so unlikely that the best PvPer is so much better than everybody else.
Bro, this is so fake.
All the evidence of the Discord messages going back to 2018. How can everything go back to 2018? How could somebody have been plotting against you since 2018? That just is just the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Some of the things that you used to say.
Only 25K? Bro, yo, what if I lose? What if this girl trains up and like I get cooked in like in Nethpod or something? Yo, I don't know.
Stream about me or to me in order to entertain your audience ended up blowing back on me in negative ways that you didn't expect. So I viewed it as inconsiderate, and then when I responded in my video back in 2024, I interpreted everything so negatively because of the way in